We go overseas now to a power breakfast that the world was watching today. President Obama in Russia had a long one-on-one today with Prime Minister Vladimir Putin, and then he sat down and talked about it with our chief White House correspondent, Chuck Todd, who's traveling with the president with us tonight from Moscow. Chuck, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. Well, as you said, the president began his day with Vladimir Putin, and a senior White House aide told me that the 2-hour private meeting was dominated by a 50-minute soliloquy by Putin about the history of U.S.-Russia relations, sort of a throwback to the Soviet-era leaders.
Prime Minister.
In his first ever face-to-face meeting with Mr. Putin at his home just outside Moscow this morning, the president had a chance to size up Russia's most powerful politician.
He is strong. He cares deeply about Russia, and he has suspicions about the United States.
Mr. Obama, who last week said Putin had one foot in the old ways of doing business, stuck to that assessment today.
He's somebody who knows the pains and hardships and difficulties of the Russian past, and that still informs some of his views. I found him to be very smart, and I found him to have a practical bent.
And it's that practical bent that Mr. Obama hopes to appeal to on issues like Iran.
I am persuaded that they do not want to see Iran possess a nuclear weapon. Can we provide a door for Iran to walk through where they say that we are not going to develop a nuclear weapon?
Bottom line, the president acknowledged the Russians still need more convincing when it comes to Iran.
We definitely have some diplomatic work to do, because understanding the situation's serious doesn't automatically translate into the kind of action that leads to the results that we'd like to see.
Just ahead of the summit of industrial nations in Italy, Mr. Obama addressed criticism leveled by his own vice president that his team misread the severity of the recession.
Rather than say misread, we had incomplete information. In some areas, you're seeing the economic engine turn. But what we always knew was that A, this recession was going to be deep, B, it was going to last for a while.
Mr. Obama spent his last full day in Moscow appealing to the Russian people about shared interests.
This can't just be a matter of two presidents. It has to go deeper. It has to be between our people.
Now, Brian, I did ask the president about the hot political story of the last week, Sarah Palin deciding to resign her governorship. He said he takes it at her word that she was simply making this decision to respect her family. Tomorrow, he heads to Italy, where there's that meeting of the G8, but yet some 36 world leaders will actually be attending as well. Brian?
Chuck Todd traveling with the president in Moscow tonight. Chuck, thanks.